Hey everybody, Marenta here. Welcome to my trade video titled How Not to Set a Stop Loss. I'm going to go over 3 trades I took last week, 2 in my demo account and 1 in my live account. You can find the links to those trades in the description of this one if you'd like to see those. I'm going to start things off with the 2 I took on my demo account. The first one was a loss, and then the second one I was able to get that loss back plus some. And the reason why this was a loss was because I did not set my stop loss properly. I framed this trade off of the 3-minute time frame because I liked the action, the price action on the 3-minute the best at this time. And what got my interest was this fair value gap right here at 1042. Which is what got me interested in this trade. Now, this isn't my typical trade entry. I'm more of a short-term reversal trader, but this is my attempt at trying to catch some continuations, because throughout this day, we're clearly in a bit of a downtrend here that I wanted to catch some more of. So what I did was I saw this fair value gap and I wanted to look for entry. So I grabbed another fib from body to body of this swing high to this swing low, looking just at the bodies here. And I framed this trade off of these fibs. So I was going to enter off of the 62% here at 1125 and take 2 off of here, and then if it got back down to there, I would take my third one off. Now it didn't, so I would have, had I been in this trade still, I probably would have taken that third one right around there. But so I got that all, and that was great. And then I got in, and then for some reason, once I got into the trade, I switched to the 1 minute, and then from there I set my stop loss off of the 1 minute. Now, I framed everything on this trade off of the 3-minute. I don't know why I switched over to the 1 and set my stop loss. My stop loss was essentially the top of this candle, which from a 1 minute perspective was fine, but really from how I set this trade up, my stop loss should have been either at the top of this candle, if I was being a little more cautious, or if anything, the top of this one to give it a little bit more room. Either way, I would have had a pretty solid win, at least off those first 2 contracts, and then got out of the third there. So that's just something that I kind of wanted to go over, mostly for myself. I mean, I know not to do that, but obviously in the heat of the moment, I just kind of had that slip right there. So we'll just go ahead and clear this out now. So I mean, I took that loss, and then I gave it a couple more minutes because I still felt that I was correct in my assumption that we're going to keep going down. So then I just waited for another entry. So this is the second trade that I took that I'll start framing out here. And I did do this one off of the 1 minute, and this is more of my bread and butter type of trade, where we've got our market structure shift. We've got a little bit of a buy side liquidity there, kind of poked up and came back down, gave us this fair value gap right here. And for this one, I did set my stop loss 1 tick above this candle, and I got in, I think, somewhere right in the middle of this fair value gap. And to be completely honest, I didn't watch much of this trade. I had to hop into a meeting. It went in my favor, and then kind of retraced a little bit, retested this fair value gap again, and then came back down and I just went for straight 5 handles on that one to get this first loss back, plus get me green on the day. So this is just a quick review on that one. And then I wanted to go over my live trade I took on Friday, which I believe was right around here. And I think we can, I'm on my live account, so I can, show the executions. Here we go. So I've been asked a couple of times what the significance of these blue time frames are. And I'm still learning this whole ICT concepts, and I got this straight from the ICT 2022 mentorship videos. But these blue shaded areas are well-known, like macro areas where algos will start coming into play. So you've got from like 9:30 to I think it's 10:10, 10:50 to 11:10, 1 to 1:20, and then 3:20 to 3:40. So, and what I've noticed during these ones, especially the afternoon ones, is that it likes to kind of dump, or at least retrace back a little bit, and then the algo starts buying it up again, kind of like what it did here, and it did that, kind of did it right here for the 1051. So I was actually originally looking to short this because we kind of have my setup here where we've got, you know, market structure shift here with kind of a fair value gap. It's really small, but it's there. And then a little bit of a buy side liquidity. But again, I was kind of going for that continuation because we're in an uptrend here. And I knew that this 1 o'clock macro was about to start, so I was looking short. And then once I realized kind of what it was doing, or at least what I thought it was going to do, was it was coming back down into these fair value gaps. So what I did was I did the same thing here from this swing low to this swing high right here. I'll just extend that out a little bit. And I got in at right here at the 62%. I got in after it dipped, and then I set my buy as it was going back up. So I got it right there on this candle as it went up, and it was actually a really nice trade. Never went red on me at all, and then it immediately also made another fair value gap here that it kind of came back and tested until it went up there. So that was it for this trade. It was just nice quick one for me there without any drawdown on it. But I just kind of wanted to answer that question about my blue shaded areas here that I've gotten a few people asking me about. So that's it for that. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. I'll take a look, and until next time, trade safe.